To begin my investigation into the mysteries of the secret, I'm going to one of the only two places where a treasure box was actually found: Chicago. This is Chicago's L or elevated train. Every day, nearly 1 million people ride these rails into the heart of downtown. And I'm here to learn more about the secret. I'm not talking about the Oprah-approved self-help book. I'm talking about this secret, the hunt for buried treasure that has become an underground phenomenon. To learn about the secret, I need to take a journey into one of the strangest and most bizarre places in history: the 1980s. In the early 80s, fantasy films, books, and arcade games are having a golden age. Groundbreaking publisher Byron Preiss is looking to push the genre into the final frontier: the real world. Preiss sets off on a cross-country mission, carefully crafting puzzles that use a combination of poems and real landmarks as clues in a one-of-a-kind game. Preiss fabricates the actual loot, 12 ceramic boxes, each containing a key. Find a key and you unlock a very real reward: a glittering gemstone. He buries the 12 ceramic boxes, each encased in a protective plexiglass shell, in a dozen different parks around America, even disguising himself in broad daylight as a construction worker. Soon after, the game is afoot, and the secret is born. And then, about a year later,
Three suburban teenagers uncovered a buried treasure in Grant Park after reading a book that's called The Secret. To my right, Bob Roble, Eric Gazarowski. There's something more to it than this, isn't there?
First off, inside the box, there was a key, and we have to send it to the author to let him know that we got the treasure, and then he sends us out an emerald.
So you really got a treasure.
and now, 3 decades later, I'm meeting 2 of the men at the scene of their victory.
Josh.
Eric, nice to meet you.
Eric?
Rob, nice to meet you, Josh.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
It's not every day I get to meet 2 bona fide successful treasure hunters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And paint me a picture of you 3 guys in high school.
We like doing the fantasy gaming, so we roll out the dice, the boards, and start going.
So you guys were D&D nerds?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, it's a brave admission.
Huh?
Take your 10-sided die.
Me too. Me too.
Like a real-life version of the Goonies, Rob, Eric, and their friend David found a copy of The Secret and became obsessed with finding one of the treasure boxes. The rules of the hunt are simple enough. The book has 12 illustrations, 12 poems. Each set corresponds to one treasure in one city. Decipher an illustration and poem and walk your way to fortune and glory. After poring over the images, young Eric had a breakthrough.
So I was sitting there looking at the image. On one of the plates, it jumped right out. I know I had it. Jumped up, hit my head on the bunk bed. I'm on the phone calling them. They're going crazy.
Okay, what did you see?
If you look right here, there's a windmill.
Yes.
If you take the vanes of the windmill off, it instantly becomes the water tower here in Chicago.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, we're crazy.
Were you freaking out?
We
Oh,
were.
yeah. Screaming, yelling.
We're like, we found a bag of gold.
Right.
They had their starting point, the Windy City, further confirmed in the illustration by the upside-down Taurus or Chicago Bull, the Chicago Art Institute's Spirit of the Lake statue, and the outline of the state of Illinois.
Okay, you got the water tower.
Yes.
We're in the right city.
Yes.
You're still a long way from digging up treasure.
Oh, yeah. We had to figure out the first line of the verse.
This is the poem that goes with the illustration. The first line of the verse is, "Where M and B are set in stone, and to Congress R is known."
M and B are set in stone.
We came to understand it meant man and beast.
Well, right here.
It's also on the plate,
And it's
too.
also on the plate.
Where M and B are set in stone,
This is Congress Parkway.
Congress Parkway.
and to Congress R is known.
And this is our,
The railroad.
the railroad.
Illinois Central Gulf, which rumbles by.
Rob and Eric had deciphered a crucial pattern in The Secret. Byron Preiss used the image to establish the general area, and the verse as a step-by-step map to the exact location of the treasure. L sits and left.
Abraham Lincoln.
So Lincoln is what L stands for.
Right.
Yep.
Lincoln.
Yep.
Mr. Lincoln.
From the Lincoln statue, the verse led them through a precise series of movements. Beyond his shoulder is the fair folk's treasure holder. The end of 10 by 13 is your clue.
So we figured out, actually my brother Tim figured out that the end of 10 by 13 would be the trees. And then these posts right here are a perfect match to this fence post here.
They are a perfect match. And that leads you to here?
That's it.
This is where you dug.
That's where we dug.
This is
This is
where
the
we're
spot.
done.
Yep, it's the spot.
So you dig this hole, and what do you find?
Hole in the
Whole
ground.
bunch of nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Filled with frustration.
Okay, so how did it end?
The frustration took over, and our one friend Dan Rosenbach threw the shovel against the wall. Little sliver of dirt slid right off, and it sat right there.
And it just revealed itself.
And it
There it was.
revealed itself like the secret.
And did you guys go crazy?
Oh, we lost it.
Went.
Nuts.
Would you like to see it?
You have it?
I do.
Yes, I want to see it. Look at that!